A nossa maior moeda de troca na economia do futuro são as nossas habilidades. Mais do que ter graduações ou certificados, o que pode nos ajudar a abrir portas nesse novo mercado de trabalho é o nosso conhecimento. Quem diz isso é o David Blake. Ele é empreendedor, autor desse livro aqui, The Expertise Economy. Ele é CEO da Grid, que é uma plataforma que se propõe a juntar no mesmo lugar e organizar todo o conhecimento adquirido pelo profissional ao longo da sua carreira. Ele também faz a ponte entre as empresas e os seus funcionários para mostrar quais habilidades serão necessárias para o negócio naquele momento, para que ambos caminhem na mesma direção. O David Blake esteve aqui em São Paulo para participar da HSM Expo e conversou com a gente um pouco antes da sua palestra. Ele falou sobre aprendizado do futuro e também qual será o papel das universidades e do ensino informal para as carreiras daqui para frente.
Yeah, right now, if I ask you, tell me about your education, you can tell me what university you went to or what degree you have. But if I ask you, tell me what skills you have, we struggle to be able to answer that. And in today's economy, that really is the currency that unlocks opportunities, is what skills do we have? And so what Degree does is it helps people answer for the skills that they have in this moment, not just what university did they go to 10 or 15 years ago. But when we talk about us personally, what is my personal skill gap? And that's where people start to struggle is, what skills do I have and what skills would I need for the next goal that I have, the promotion I want to get, the next job that I want to hold. And as individuals, we haven't had that information. And so that's part of what Degreed is providing to people. If you think of it like Google Maps, you can find out where you are on a map, you can say where you want to go, and then Google Maps will give you the shortest route between those 2 points. Well, that's part of what we're doing for people, is helping them know what skills they have, helping show what skills they would need for any job or any goal that they have, and then giving them the shortest route between those 2 places by helping them have the best learning resources to close that gap. So first, you have to be able to know what skills you require for what jobs. So that work, it used to be really hard. Thankfully now, with technology, you can do that pretty easily. The second thing you have to be able to do is know what skills which people have. To do that, you have to have some way of assessing or certifying the skills of the people inside your organization. Once you have those 2 things, you really can start to create a map of who has what skills inside the organization and what the needs of the organization are, and start to action that. So the war on talent is only going to get worse. As the rate of technology and innovation accelerates, our systems of education and skilling people up, they're struggling to keep up. What that means is for all of us is that there's this economy that's moving ever faster, and we have to be committed to a lifetime of skilling. Now, companies that are able to do that well, they stand to have a competitive advantage in that new economy. Companies that do that poorly, they're very much at risk of falling behind. And we've seen, the average lifespan of the Fortune 200 companies is getting shorter and shorter every year. It used to be that if you were a gigantic company, there was some assurance that you were going to be around in 50 years. But increasingly, no company has that assurance. Only the companies that are able to be good at skilling their people, will survive. It used to be that the largest companies had some assurance that they would exist 50 years into the future. But increasingly, no one has that assurance. Only the companies that are good at skilling their people and adapting to that change, that's the only assurance that you have in this economy.